Golden Threads. Welcome. This is the third attempt to record this, and ironically, it's about divine timing. So there's a message in that within itself. It's also divine intervention that I'm going to be talking about here, and the way that those two concepts can be misinterpreted one for the other. So if you're on a divine path, a divine journey, and if you're attracted into my videos, likely you are, this message is for you. And the message that I received, fully formed, was for divine timing waits not for me, nor I for it. And I think the lesson in that, and some confusion can exist between the idea of divine timing and divine intervention. And I think some instances occur where one waits for what one presumes may be divine timing of action, whereas in actual fact, we don't sit waiting for divine timing for action. We instead open ourselves to the possibility of action, and in doing so, we open our intuition, and then we trust our intuitive nudges that the timing of our action is divinely orchestrated. So when we receive the intuitive nudge to act, we act, and that's divine timing. And we act, we trust. All things are timed divinely. We trust that. Everything has its moment, seasons, all the cyclical elements of nature and astrology and everything within the universe that we understand. Everything operates under divine timing. And the same is true when we have an intuitive nudge to act. We trust, we act. That's divine timing. Divine intervention occurs where we've either ignored the pressing of those intuitive nudges, and in doing so, we then move from intuition into our overthinking minds or our ego. And when that happens, our overthinking mind and our ego will kind of beeline for what might seem to be a safer option or a safer path. And in doing so, those paths that seem safer unfold in front of us. And so when we follow that wrong direction or the safer option or the wrong path, if we follow that too far away from our divine purpose, that is when we'll have what in tarot comes across or comes through as a tower. So that's divine intervention. Those moments where we are uprooted and replaced on a different path, because that's the path that we're supposed to be on. That's our purpose path. And so divine intervention will take hold of the situation and reroute us. And this is where we realize in hindsight that our true destined path was the path that we were initially intuitively nudged towards, and it was lit for us the whole time. And the detours have only prolonged the outcome, but what is divinely intended for us will never pass us by. We will only prolong it with our self-will. When we use our self-will and our overthinking to override our intuitive nudges, which are the divine voice within us, they are our connection to the divine. When this happens, everything is just on a different time frame. It doesn't make it less purposeful. It doesn't make it less for us. I hope this makes sense, and please do comment on your experience of divine timing and on your experience of divine interventions, because they happen for us, and they sometimes, the divine intervention can sometimes feel quite painful, quite abrupt. Please do comment on your experience of these, because when we have these happen in our lives, it's really helpful within our community to share these experiences so we're not going through these alone. I hope this makes sense. Blessings.